Hey guys, Scott Flip and Customize, and today behind me we have a donor from Dedrick's Auto, my friend there. It is actually I don't know the complete history of this thing. All I know is it came out of a Trailblazer SS. It's a 5.3 aluminum block blown up engine. Has a 243 heads in it. He replaced the engine because they basically sent the rod through the side of it and then gave it to me to take it apart and kind of look at it and show you guys some pretty cool carnage. So what we're gonna do today is just some quick, nothing, no how to, nothing. We're just gonna tear this thing down or what's left of it. It has been sitting outside for a little while outside the shop, so there is some rust. It's not perfect by any means. And see why or how this hole in the block got there. And it is, like I said, an aluminum block. Let me show you the block. Here it is, and these are actually decent heads on this thing. It's got the 243 heads. I don't know if they're going to be any good, or if that piston from this said cylinder contacted the valves. I don't know. Look at that perfectly punched out block right there from the connecting rod. It's pretty cool. I expect to see some rust underneath when we flip it over, like I said, because it has been kind of sitting out in the moisture. But we'll go ahead and pop the heads off. I'd like to salvage the heads if we can. We'll take a look at them and see if we can't see what this connecting rod looks like and what other kind of damage might be going on. So let's pull it apart. Let's pop off the rocker rails here and get the heads off. Someday I'll invest in the battery operated stuff, but it's what it is. Kind of old school that way, but alright guys, tool cart is in row. It's here. Push rods, like I said, they got some rust, but like I said, it was sitting and it had some moisture in it, so it is what it is. Head bolts, everything's loose. It should pop right off of there. And pour it all over my foot, because why not? If I was smart, I would take the bolts out first, and I didn't. I could retake that footage, but I'm not. I'm gonna take a quick look underneath this head too, because I am curious on the head condition. And ooh, yeah, that's interesting. So a few pieces of looks like piston on the back rear cylinder. Let me show you. Of course, it's full of water, so that doesn't help either. But right here, mashed right into the head, is a nice chunk of aluminum. Not always a good sign when you're pulling the engine apart, but like I said, we knew this one was what it was. Ooh. I don't even know, but not good. Not good. It's funny because that's here. This is, it's either here or here where the piston failed or the rod broke. We'll know more. Let me pop the other head off, and then we'll flip this thing over and see what we got. See what we can see. My buddy Caleb out here now helping me out. Take a sip of our coffee. And we're going to flip this baby over and make a mess on the floor. Because I'm good at that. Really good at that.
Yep.
Buddy, can you get me some pig mat? The mat, it's actually right here. Underneath here, and layer it onto our puddle. That just, holy damn.
There's a lot in there.
Now I'm just looking. Wow. Yeah, she was unhappy. Oh, cool. It broke 2 rods, so we can see another one. Oh, yeah. Check this out.
Jeez, I slipped.
All right, so I don't know if you guys noticed that or even caught it in the time lapse, but my facial expression when I pulled the head off. Not realizing that they actually had pulled the oil pan on this before, so took a lot of the debris out, and I'm afraid, I don't know until I flip it, because I have not looked underneath this thing, I really haven't, if they took the connecting rod with them, so that'd be kind of a bummer. But however, check this out. So there's definitely something missing. There's something to miss here. I guess we found out what cylinder has failed on this aluminum block 5.3, and it looks like a piece of the piston potentially is jammed down in there. Yeah, cylinder took a hit. Some good gouging in the cylinder. And check out the cylinder head. I was like, oh, I can save these heads. I mean, technically, you probably could, but that thing is, woo. She beat. I mean, she ran. I mean, there's pieces in the adjacent cylinders. So he sent this thing pretty hard. Holy shit. And he kept running it until it just would not run any longer. And congratulations. Yeah, he sent it hard. All right, guys. Here's a little better look. Now we got it flipped over. Here's a one fallen soldier. Man, that thing took a hellacious beating. That rod is bent, twisted, and broken. I mean, just to give you an idea of how hard this thing got sent. And it got ran literally until it puked its guts out. And it succeeded getting through the cylinder wall. Well, the block itself right there. Perfectly shaped I-beam hole there. It attempted it over here. Didn't successfully get through that side, but pretty close. And then broke the whole bottom of the cylinder itself out right there. I mean, damn. And if you look at these bearing surfaces, it's really hard to tell. But one of them, I mean, I bet there's 50 thousandths difference there. This thing was running with a severe rod knock before this thing blew its cookies.
Is this starting supposed to look like that? Or just...
No, it is. It's a balance. So that is wicked cool in a way for me. Not cool for the owner, but cool for me. All right, guys. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and pop this crank out of there, pull the oil pump off, timing set off, the caps off, disconnect all or what's left of the 6 connecting rods, and pull the crank out just so we can mic it and show you the difference, because it's visually different. But just to mic it, to put it in perspective, it's going to be a lot different. So I'll just do a time lapse and get the rest of this thing torn apart. Clearly that wasn't the right way to disassemble an engine and just kind of throw the parts all over the place without a carry or a worry in the world. I'm not even sure what I just said there, but anyway, seriously, that's just coffee over there. I left this one because I wanted to show you. I mean, this thing, it's hard to tell, but this bearing has got some pretty heavy scores in it. And that wasn't the only one. Thrust bearing wasn't actually too bad, but the rest of them have some pretty heavy wear. But what I really wanted to show you was the journals where the connecting rods that failed were actually sitting. And I mean, there's a visual difference as well as feeling it with your finger. And to put it in perspective, I just want to throw a mic on that, really crude and rough. But anyway, so we'll mic this one. This is this is the good journal. This is the one that's adjacent to it. About 2.1, right? Inches. And let's go ahead and get this one. This one very, whoo, depends where you're grabbing it from, but Oh my God, dude. That is freaking terrible. Yep. So just over, so 2.1 is a good journal. And I'll check another one over here just because. And then we're sitting at about, yep. This one here. 2.068. So there you have it, guys. We got this thing down to just a crank sitting in the block. I didn't go ahead and pull it out because there's nothing left to see. This is just bare bones. The cam, honestly, it didn't look too bad looking through there. I'm going to pull that out so it's just a bare block. But overall, this is fun just to tear stuff down sometimes, especially when it's not on my dime, to see what went wrong and what failed. And then we got some cool parts to go ahead and play with and use in different projects later. So if you like the video, please give us a like and a subscribe. Please follow us and subscribe to our channel. Help us grow. We can have some more of these engine failures as well as some realistic engine builds. We just got over there in the bag another 5.3 back from KJE Machine Shop that we're actually building up. So that'll be on another video. So thanks again, guys. Flip and Customized.